And now, live from the studios of WHUC, this is Real Talk, where we get you something to talk about.
Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Real Talk. I'm your host, Evan Stewart. From a Hines alumnus to the Dean of Student Services, join me in welcoming Mr. Andrew Gunn, the Dean of Students on the Hines Ranking and Nursing Allied campuses. Let's give him a warm round of applause. First things first, how are you doing today?
Evan, I'm doing great.
Okay. For those who may not know you at home, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'll try and keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
So I'm from Clinton. Grew up in a family of 4 children. I've got a twin brother. So if you ever see me around, say, hey, Mr. Andrew, it may be Mr. Alex. He's not as nice and friendly as I am, and that's okay. So we grew up in Clinton together, and I came here to Hines and played baseball with him. Then I went to Belhaven and met my wife, and we got married, and I've been in education since then. Started at Clinton High School, then Biloxi High School, then moved back to Hines and was an assistant baseball coach, then an athletic director, and now a dean of students.
Okay, how long have you been there? Were you the assistant baseball coach?
I was the assistant baseball coach in the years of 2017 to 2022.
Okay. Well, we know you have a variety of backgrounds where you have established your name and brand. Can you tell us a little bit about your educational background?
Yeah, like I said, I came here to Hines and had a great time and wanted to be an architect and realized that physics and I didn't get along as well as I had hoped. And so I found a calling in coaching and teaching. And so I went to Belhaven and gained some experience in that degree. And then I also, after I graduated from Belhaven and got a job, got a master's from Southern Mississippi and sport administration also. And I'm currently working on a doctorate in higher education.
That's good. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Well, we also know you were a former assistant athletic director. What skills did you learn from being an athletic director can you apply as the newly Dean of Student Services to ensure a positive environment around the campus?
There's a lot that I learned. There's a lot of leadership skills. There's a lot of unthanked work, which never worked for the appreciation or the recognition, but there's a lot of work behind the scenes. Right. Today is our first football game of the season, which is an exciting time, and there's a lot of preparation that goes into a season on the back end where no one ever gets to see what really goes on. And so the years that I spent as an assistant athletic director really helped me be more appreciative of those that don't do things in the spotlight like you do here. Right. And those that, like these behind the cameras that no one really will see, but the hard work and the effort that they put forward and how important that is. And then all the collaboration with sport coaches and providing for the students, and especially on times like today, the students, they need to be fed when they come home. How are we going to do that? What's that look like? Who's going to go pick it up? There's 100 meals that need to be picked up. And I don't drive a car big enough to go pick up 100 meals. So the logistics and things like that and coordinating events all play into what I'm doing now. And I'm excited to be able to use those talents that I have to help.
Yes, I know it's an exciting process and stuff for you. So what are some of your top goals that you want to achieve while serving as the Dean of Students on the Rankin campus?
Well, we've got an exciting health science complex coming. Okay. And that campus is about to grow. So as you said, I'm the Dean of Nursing and the Rankin campuses, and those are about to merge, and that's very exciting. And my largest priority is to make sure that is cohesive, that our students from both campuses feel like they are at Hines Community College, and to make sure that they're at Hines Community College and not an island of Hines Community College, and creating some student activities and some identity on that campus that is consistent across all of our campuses is very important.
Right. So how do you plan on working with the students to ensure that they have an amazing experience on the collegiate campus?
Well, first off, like I said, I was a college student a long time ago, and I'm smart enough to know that I don't know everything. Right. And the first thing I've tried to do is listen to as many students as possible. So I spend every morning at the front door of the building, and as everyone comes in, I welcome them. Right. And I'm starting to form some relationships, which are good. I've moved past the, hey, what's up kind of phase with a lot of people, and they start to, hey, how are you, have a good day kind of thing. Right. And so I'm going to use those relationships to really listen There's a lot of opportunity on that campus, as there is with most campuses. There's lots of opportunity, and want to find out what they're looking for, because it's changed since I was in college, just a decade ago. And so really making sure that what we're doing applies to them. I've inserted myself into student government. I've tried to barge in on as many meetings as possible to grow those connections also.
Okay. Well, we've had an amazing time so far talking to Mr. Gunn. We are going to take a quick break, and when we return, more about Mr. Gunn and how he plans on guiding students to success. We'll be right back after this break.
Real Talk will be right back after this. For more than 4 decades, you have trusted us to be the #1 college news source that cares for you from the beginning to the end. So now, we're proud to say that we've won the Mississippi Association of Broadcasters Awards. And we will continue to try to keep you knowledgeable and focused on stories that are happening around you. We are Hines' very own WHUC News 7, named #1 by the Mississippi Association of Broadcasters.
If you can't trust any other college news source, trust WHUC. They are the team you can trust with the latest Hines news. From the state fair,
numerous antique vehicles,
the annual homecoming specials,
Very interesting and refreshing. It's a feeling I
and more. While others chit-chat, we bring you the latest to what's happening across and around the Hines County area.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for joining us on WHUC
Trust Hines' very
News
own
7 News.
WHUC News 7.
And now, Real Talk continues.
Welcome back, everyone. I am your host, Evan Stewart. For those who are just joining us, we have Mr. Andrew Gunn, Dean of Students on the Rankin and Nursing Allied campuses. What is the most rewarding part of being Dean of Students on the Rankin campus?
So far, it's been the relationships, especially on the Rankin and Nursing campuses. Everybody has been very welcoming. Being a part of Hines, but not a part of that campus and that campus culture is somewhat of a daunting task. And so far, it's been very rewarding to meet those teachers and faculty members and other deans and a lot of the students. And those interactions that I get to have is worth the move into an unknown world for me.
What are some misconceptions students have about what you do?
Well, to be honest, most kids don't know what I do. And so I get to tell them that I'm the Lorax and I speak for the students, but I just don't have the mustache. And it's one of those great things that I've been able to do in building these relationships, is letting them know exactly what I do and how I'm there to help serve them and enhance their experience while they're here at Hines. A lot of them think that I'm the principal when we start to talk about it, and that I'm in charge of all the scheduling and all the teachers, and if they've got an issue with that, they come see me, and that's not quite it. But they're learning, and like I said, I'm the Lorax. I speak for them.
Right. How do you help students balance academics, personal life, and mental health?
Well, that's a great question, and it's very difficult because you have to have a lot of self-awareness about where your ends are, what you can do well, what you can manage, and what you can't manage. And so one of the ways that I've tried to do that is, again, I'm no professional mental health counselor, but we've got a great resource here to help students do that. And I've mainly pushed them to Miss Kelly White and her team, and to our Student Success Center and our Tech Nest and those things that offer them opportunities, but to remind them that this is just a season. You are here, but you're only here for a short time, and to make sure that you keep the longevity of where you want to be in mind, and to not lose sight of your goals.
What leadership lessons have you learned from working with the students?
Good leaders listen first. And because there's someone, as a coach also, if I wanted to implement a new tactic or strategy and my team wasn't bought into it, it failed, no matter how great of a strategy it was. And so I had to listen to what they were looking at, what they were thinking about, how they wanted to attack certain situations. And it's the same with the students, making sure that we're bought in together so that we can achieve that goal.
Okay. Lastly, I know that you are at the Rankin campus a lot, but how do you and your staff support students outside the classroom to create a healthy space for students to feel at home?
Well, what we're doing, we've got a great new thing with all the other deans, so there's actually 5 of us across all of our campuses, and we've done a good job of creating some new ideas and things. For example, we have this email blast, and you may have already gotten one. It's called From the Dean's Desk. And so it is an opportunity for me to express to all the students how they can get more involved. You know, you're paying for tuition. However, Highlands Community College has so much more to offer and create you as an individual to move when you graduate to be a better product of who you are. And not that there's anything wrong with how you are when you come into Highlands, but there's a way to be enhanced and to better market yourselves when you're looking for jobs. And so that From the Dean's Desk allows me to get out the word on being involved in athletics, being involved in our student government and Phi Theta Kappa and our honor society, being involved in the intramurals and opportunities for students to grow as a person and not just as a student.
I would like to thank Mr. Andrew Gunn for taking time out of his busy day and informing us on his future visions for the Rankin and Nursing Allied campus and the steps it took to become the Dean of Students. Thank you for tuning in with us at home. Remember to like us on Facebook at Radio and Television Production and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date on all stories surrounding Highlands. You're watching Real Talk. Until next time.